My first attempt at making stickers quickly turned into a frustrating mess. I made 10 rookie mistakes, each one costing me time, patience, and materials. But here's the thing, you don't have to go through the same chaos. Stick with me as I reveal those common mistakes and how to avoid them. The possibilities seem endless once you unbox one of these Cricut Joy Extra machine. So I wasted no time and jumped onto the Cricut design space to set up mine. You can check out the video card above for the unboxing and how to set up your first Cricut Joy Extra machine. I was so excited to create my first sticker designs, so I filled my canvas with cute little graphics. I wanted my designs to fit in one page, but then quickly realized how time-consuming it is to keep resizing and rearranging the designs once you move to the matte preview. So to fix this, I knew that I have to create a dimensions guide around my canvas. This will give me better visual of how big or small my graphics are in relation to each other and to the whole canvas. I can decide if I needed to add more or remove some graphics when I'm still working on the canvas. This saves me time in going back and forth, resizing and rearranging from the canvas to the matte preview. Now, Cricut Design Space has its own mind. Even though I already told it to place my graphics on specific locations, it's still going to move it around once you're on the matte preview. It wants to optimize the real estate of the sheet you choose. So it's frustrating when you want your design to be printed as you have arranged it. Good thing I found this attach button. The attach feature locks the location of each item in your canvas. So when you move to the matte preview, it stays in place. I initially designed a graphics with a Gelato Fresco text font. I didn't realize that that font is a paid option. When I previewed my project, Cricut asked for $7 to proceed. I had to remove that graphics from my canvas to be able to continue. Now my design is ready to be printed. Cricut Joy Extra only does the cutting, so I have to use my own inkjet printer to print my design on the printable sticker paper. I quickly grabbed one sheet from this pack and load it in my inkjet printer. The result? Smudges everywhere. Once I got my head around it, I realized that this pack actually has two types of sheets in it. One is the printable sticker paper, the one that I should have loaded in my inkjet printer to print my sticker design. And the other one is the clear laminate sheet, the one that you would put on top of the sticker paper to make it waterproof. I must admit, this is the dumbest mistake I've done, or am I speaking too soon? I still have 6 more mistakes to go anyway. I did a test print on a bond paper, but it looked dull and with blurry lines. It indicated that my inkjet was set to a lower quality settings, or it might have been in the economic settings. But the problem is, on the matte preview, I didn't know where to configure my inkjet printer settings. I had to do a little research on this one, and I've learned that it's actually this system dialog button here. Turn that on and you can configure your printer settings once you click next. Make sure to set it to the best quality settings and into the photo glossy paper. So I finally got to print my design on the proper sticker paper and set it aside for some time. But I don't think I've waited long enough to let the ink dry. I soon placed the clear laminate sheet on top of the sticker paper, and afterwards I saw a tiny bit of smudge on the design. So that means I have to wait a little bit longer, or tested the ink if they're really dry. I only saw the smudge after I put the laminate sheet. Bubbles, and wrinkles everywhere. Oh my goodness. Here are the bubbles. I was so happy that I managed to place the sticker paper on top of the light grip mat properly. I thought that was the hardest part until I had to try and put the laminate sheet on top of the sticker paper. It was a disaster. I thought I was already being careful, by aligning the laminate sheets on the corner of the sticker paper. What I didn't realize is the middle part already touched the paper, and it was hard to remove it. So you must believe it when crafter says that once it's there, it stays there. So I ended up with lots of bubbles and wrinkles on my sticker paper. I refused to throw away the materials and start all over again after all of my hard work. So I just went with it and move on to the next step. I left the fate of my sticker paper to the default settings of the Cricut design space. I've chosen the printable sticker paper with green liner on it and chose the default cutting force. I really didn't know any better at this stage, and I was doing trial and error. But the result is the machine didn't cut all the way through the laminate and the sticker paper. And I have only learned that after I have removed the sticker paper from the light grip mat. The right cutting pressure goes hand in hand with the material you are using. As I mentioned earlier, I chose the sticker paper with green liner on it from the list in the Cricut design space. But what I didn't take into account is that there is a clear laminate on top of it. If I just scrolled further down, I would have seen the settings for the clear laminate or the printable waterproof sticker set. If what you have chosen matches perfectly to the material or combination of materials you have loaded, the default cutting pressure would have been sufficient to cut through it. I was so excited to give my daughter her stickers that I removed the sheet from the light grip mat without checking if the stickers were properly cut. After checking with the weeder, I saw that the machine only managed to cut through the laminate sheet. I've tried to remove the entire sticker from the backing, but it just made an ugly shape and it's all wrinkly. Clearly a failure. It wouldn't help to load it back again because I cannot guarantee that I can meet the same position when I place the material on the light grip mat. Creating with Cricut Joy Extra can be such a rewarding experience when you get it right. So, fellow creatives, have you made any of these mistakes before? Or maybe you have some tips of your own? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more creative tips and tutorials. I'll see you next time.